Alright everyone, here we are with another video with Invest for Tomorrow, and to all the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel, and to all the subscribers, welcome back. All I ask for in return is for you to smash that like button to let me know you watch this video, and to stay tuned on in towards the end of the video because I have a ticker symbol you won't want to miss, and you definitely want to add it to your watch list if you don't have it already. It's a penny stock on its way to FDA approval on phase 3 trials, and it's going to be the first in its class to treat a disease that there is no treatment for. So it's going to be a big game changer for that company. So definitely stay tuned for that. So I do want to announce real quick before we jump into Ocugen's chart, OCGN stocks chart, is that I have a new tier added to the Patreon, and it's called Investors Ready to Learn, and it's going to give you access to the forum, Stock Market and Emotional Intelligence Forum. So in this forum, I'll talk about charts. I'm going to talk about the stock market overall and how to tune one's emotions in the market. This is great for anyone that's learning, or a beginning investor, or even experienced investors that want to fine-tune certain things or have a new perspective. But I do want you guys to be aware that we're going to talk about charts, their patterns, the emotional approach to the stock market, and everything there is to learn. But it's going to be one video per week, so I want you guys to marinate whatever it is that I state that week and apply it to that next week, or try to identify those things, whatever it is that I share with you, within the next week until the next video. So you're not going to learn charts, you're not going to learn the stock market overnight, but it's all about the journey and the experience, focusing on the destination. And one of the biggest things I want to create is a group Discord, right? A private group Discord of investors that have been here on this journey, wanting to learn, wanting to grow. And once we all have been here for quite some time together, we've built a community through here. I want to build a Discord so that all investors and viewers that are in these communities and in this Patreon tiers can go ahead and discuss about all the different things in the stock market together, sharpen each other, and just learn and grow and keep each other aware of other things. So it's going to be a private community at the end for all the investors ready to learn. And it's going to be a journey, like I said, but I can't wait to then apply the Discord to the group. And as everybody's been learning, you know, at some point I am going to just create the Discord, give access to all that have been in the Investors Ready to Learn forum and tiers. And that's going to allow us to then have a community. That's really what I'm looking forward to, and a community of sharp investors, you know. And I'm not saying that anyone's not sharp now, just saying that we're all going to be sharp, we're all going to be on the same page, and we're all going to be on the lookout for what's important. And someone is always going to be able to catch what others are overlooking, and that's just the exciting part of a community. So let's go ahead and see here Ocugen. So the 50-day moving average is 918, okay? 918 is the 50-day moving average. Anything below that is bearish, anything above that is bullish. So I do want every single investor and viewer to be aware of that. Now, we currently are in bearish territory, and the stock is really close to that point of reference that I talked about. Keep it in mind, 874, broke through it significantly a few times in the day, and now it's fighting to stay above it, and we're above it by a few cents. To me, if this recovery or this momentum doesn't continue after hours or early on Monday, we could be on our way down below 874, and like I've said, if that gets broken through, we could be on our way down significantly to newer lows. Now, we have a new support level based off of the price action today for the stock. So let's look at it. So the new lowest point here is 864, 10 cents below that. So that is the true support you want to watch. You want to pay close attention to it, and you want to see if the bulls are losing control or are the bears tearing this one down fairly fast. So keep that support level in mind. Now, our resistance level is up here. At this point, $8.99. I just round that up to $9. Anything above that does not signify that the bulls have gained control, but it does signify that they've broken through resistance and that they're on their way closer to the 50-day moving average. So that's just an indicator for us investors that momentum is continuing upwards, but does not guarantee that the momentum can continue. The bulls need a breakthrough, 918, turn it into a support, pull away from it, to reach newer highs and new resistance levels within bullish territory to start gaining leverage. It starts here. This is the beginning catalyst, but this does not guarantee it. And I do want investors to be aware of that. As always, guys, if you found this video helpful and informative, please do so and subscribe. Don't forget to click on the bell to turn on all notifications and not miss a single video that I post. Share this with your friends and community, and don't forget to hit the like button to let me know you watched this video. Stay tuned to the end because you don't want to miss this ticker symbol I'm about to share with you guys. It is a penny stock, so beware, do your due diligence, but there's a lot to cover on it, and you're definitely going to learn a lot about it, and I think you guys that like penny stocks are going to be interested in this one. Stay tuned. Welcome back, everyone, to another video here with Invest for Tomorrow, and to all the first-time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel, and to all the subscribers, welcome back. All I ask for in return is for you to smash that like button to let me know you watched this video, that you found it helpful and informative, and it helps out the YouTube channel. It's very much appreciated, and to stay tuned on in for all the information we have to share, because you definitely want to have this one on your watch list moving forward. I'm not really big on penny stocks, but when large institutional investors like BlackRock are making their positions larger, Vanguard are making their positions larger, and one of the ones that held a huge stake in this company went ahead and upped it to continue being the #1 holder, you know, those are some bold statements from institutional investors. And even more so, I don't know if you guys know this principle, but when insiders are buying, that usually tells you something. And since the point that insiders started to buy, the stock has been going up. And so far, there's no trace of them selling. And if they're jumping in on this, I think they're looking at 5x to 10x their money. And the stock hasn't gone anywhere near that yet, but the potential is coming. So we're going to talk about it. So what ticker symbol are we talking about that BlackRock and Vanguard own? So it is NMTR. If you guys aren't aware of it, it's 9 meters Biopharma Inc. So here we are with the article, and for those of you that watch my videos frequently, you guys know that I always say stay away from penny stocks, focus in on the penny stocks that you only know. If you don't know anything about it, stay away from it. But for those of you that like penny stocks, I hope you guys like this one, and I think you guys will, because this is showing me all the checklists that I look for: insider trading, institutional ownership going up, as well as changing people's lives and dominating in its sector. So let's go ahead and read about it. So 9 meters Biopharma focuses on the treatment of gastrointestinal disorders, including short bowel syndrome and celiac disease. This is really what's game changer for them. The company holds over 150 patents as of December 2020 and is working daily to increase this number. So they have patents coming out every single day. That's a lot of things going on for this one moving forward. Biopharma is attempting to utilize its drug larazotide for healing lung injury relating to COVID-19 cases. That's a big deal, and that's a big step for them if this does work out for them. They're in phase 1 trials right now, and I could see this going through all the phases for 2021, but this is a game changer for the future of post-COVID-19, treatment or cases, right? Anything that happens afterwards, because this has to do with lung injury relating to the COVID-19, which is what a lot of people go through as well after they had the coronavirus. There's a small percentage that end up having to go through that, and that would be awesome for this drug larazotide to be able to do that. So before the drug's relation to COVID, though, larazotide was one of the few in a phase 3 trial to treat celiac disease. I think they're going to pass that. They're going to get FDA approval, and then they're going to go into phase 4, which is finally treating others and, watching them, observing them. And if everything goes well there, they're just going to dominate in treating celiac disease. They're like the only of its class, the first in its class. If they get through this, which phase 3 is a pretty big step. Once that gets passed, you're on your way to FDA approval. They're going to be the only ones being able to treat that. And if you look up that disease on Google, you'll see how common it is. You would think it's not, but it's like a 1% of the population of the US, I think, or of the world that has this. And when you really think about it, 1%, it's a small number, but 1% is pretty big when it comes into a numerical number compared to the billions of us that live in the world and the millions that live here in the US. So this is going to be a big deal, changing lives. So one thing that I liked a lot was the fact that we have here Adage Capital Partners. They filed a 13G, right, form, turning their stake up higher. And we're going to look at that in just a moment. And then we have here the coverage on the penny stock this week. And the firm gave an outperform rating as well as $6 price target. And that was back in February. Like this was the middle of February. So let's look at this company here, Adage Capital Partners, so you can see for yourself. So the first thing is we have here insider trading, and they were buying tremendous amount of shares. And you'll see it right here. Look at that. Purchase, 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 award. And you can see all of this going on towards the end of 2020. And this is their share price. And right now, the share price is only about $1 above that. They're nowhere near ready to sell. I think they're looking at 5x to 10x their money. They know something we don't, and they're very confident in their product and also the phase trials that they're in. It's interesting to me that they waited to purchase, large amounts until they were in phase 3, which is very interesting. Now, if we go to institutional ownership, you will see here that Adage Capital is the number one holder with 13 million shares here. And then we have OrbiMed, which wasn't mentioned. They haven't really upped their position. They've been owning the same amount for quite some time, and that is 32 million. The one that upped their position pretty big was Adage, which was the one in the article. And what I like to see is articles correlate to what's really going on. Then we also have Morgan and Stanley here with a small position. We have others taking large stakes here. We have OrbiMed right there, right? And then we also have a total amount of different large institutional investors loading up, like BlackRock, and that's right here with 3 million shares. And then we also have Vanguard Group here in February with 7 million shares. This is the stuff I like to look for, and that lets you know institutional ownership is onto something. And they're loading up. Look how much have been loading up in the last several days. We have a few here trying to put puts, and that's just probably because they had a feeling it was going to go down now during this pullback. But that's going to be history compared to where this is going. And you can see these index funds too trading here as of March 1st with large amounts, millions and hundreds of thousands of shares of obviously NMTR. 9 meters Biopharma. So I really like that. And then I also have here another article that shares with us everything I just discussed, the volatility, how it's been, and how it reports here, right? Insider trading when they got it back at 65 cents in December 15th. And you could see how many shares these different directors and CEOs have of the company. And then when you go ahead and check it out down here, they have even more. So insider trading has been happening. And let's go ahead and look at the price targets here by analysis ratings. And when you look at it, there it is. It's sitting at 165, and the high end and the low end, $6. There's 2 buy ratings, and that's a total amount right now based off of where it's at, 165, of almost 300% upside. Very interesting to me. A lot of room here. Probably we could see this one between, $4 to $6 on the upside if things continue to roll out. There's no FDA approval destruction over this, and that Larazo Tide actually comes out and is the only celiac disease, right, treatment. I mean, that's going to be a big deal for this company. This is when a lot of purchases were happening, right, by the insider trades. And from that point forward, they've been riding the wave. I think they're still holding. They're trying to at least 5x their money and at most 10x. And it had a recent pullback back at the beginning of March of 120. It's pulling back right now with the market. And from that point forward, it was running up. So it looks pretty healthy to me and pretty strong. And I think there's a lot of room here for this to go up. If the FDA approval goes through and the phase 3 shows results, we go into phase 4. And I mean, this is going to be game changer, life changing. And 9 meters Biopharma is going to be the first in its class to treat celiac disease. Now, this right here is a website that tells you a little bit more about this company and everything going on with larazotide. If you want to know more about it, how it works, how the trials have been, and how it's going to change lives for celiac disease, you know, it's going to be a big deal. And this is something that the CEO stated, and they stated no one wants to just survive with the disease. They want to thrive. That's the goal. We want to give someone the ability to thrive. I mean, that's a pretty bold statement there. Life-changing, game-changing. And if you want to know about it, go to glutenfreeliving.com and look up, you know, the name of larazotide, or you can go ahead and look up larazotide, how it works, or larazotide FDA approval on Google, and a lot of articles will come up to give you a better understanding about the penny stock's potential based off of larazotide. This is going to be a big deal. I'm really excited. I look forward to seeing your guys' thoughts down below. This is going to change lives, and those are the stocks I like to look for. So be ready, like a hawk, ready to strike for the opportunities that are coming within these pullbacks if they continue. Stay tuned for more videos. As always, guys, if you learned something new, subscribe to the channel. Show this to your friends and community. Share it with them. And don't forget to hit the like button. It always helps out the channel. I really appreciate it when you guys do that. It lets me know that you value my time and everything that I shared with you guys and my research. And let's make some money.